graders, I'm going to go ahead and explain the element superhero supervillain project, but before you can finish this, remember that you guys need to complete yesterday's atomic structure worksheet, which was on Teams. You need to complete parts 1 and 2 and then show the guest teacher today that you finished those 2 parts. And once you've done that, you guys will get checked off by the guest teacher, and then you guys will be able to choose your element on my back table. So that's right next to my desk. If the element that you want is already taken, you'll have to choose a different one. Make sure you guys write your name next to it. Okay, then you guys will go up front and you will grab this worksheet that you guys see right here on the front counter. Okay, you will need to complete that before you begin drawing or designing your guys' superhero or supervillain. So once you guys have your element picked, you're going to grab this sheet, you're going to write your name on it. Are you going to do a superhero or supervillain? So choose that first. And then think of your guys' comic book character's name should relate to your element in some sort. Okay, what's your element name? What's the symbol? That's the 1 or 2 letter combination on the periodic table. Remember, if it's 2 letters, you always capitalize the first, but the second letter is lowercase. Okay, if it's just 1 letter, it's always capitalized. Okay, the atomic number should be kind of in your upper left-hand corner. So if I'm looking at a periodic table, the atomic number for hydrogen is 1. That means it has 1 proton, 1 neutron, and 1 electron. Okay, so I'd put that information over here. Okay, the mass number should be the number of protons plus neutrons. This is all in your guys' notes. Okay, so add up your protons plus neutrons. That's going to be your mass number. So for hydrogen, it would be 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, group number and period, you guys can look that up, but your groups are going to be your numbers that form the columns. Okay, and your periods are going to be the rows. So you guys can see these numbers here. Okay. Then over here, you're going to do metal, semi-metal. We also call semi-metal a metalloid or a non-metal. Again, if you guys go to that periodic table, which is also linked on my Teams page, you guys can highlight metals here. Those are all the ones that are colorful right now. Your semi-metals or your metalloids are these aqua-colored ones, and then your non-metals are all these that got colorful when I highlighted that. Okay, so is yours a metal, non-metal, or a metalloid? Okay, you're also going to look at the element family name. That's going to be this little colorful part right in here. So these are my alkali metals, alkaline earth metals, lanthanoids and actinoids are here on the bottom. Okay, we got transition metals. These are post-transition metals, but we're just going to call them common metals. Okay, metalloids, non-reactive metals or non-metals is fine too, and then our noble gases are right here. Okay, so you guys will choose what family your element belongs in based on your periodic table. Okay, and then you guys are going to go down and look at some physical properties. So what's some general information about your element? The state of matter at room temperature. Again, you guys can use your periodic table for this. When I highlight this, these are all my solids at room temperature, liquids at room temperature, and gases at room temperature. Okay, color, so you can research that, Google, whatever the case is. Density, Mohs hardness is how hard the element is. Like for instance, diamond's not an element, but it's very, very hard. Okay, texture, is it malleable, ductile, or brittle? Malleable means it's easily bent. For instance, gold is a metal, it's a solid at room temperature, but it's really, really easy to bend and reshape gold. That's why you always see people in old movies like biting gold coins to see if they can leave a teeth mark. Okay, that's because gold is very malleable. Ductile means it can be stretched into a wire. So copper, for instance, is a really good conductor of electricity. It's also very ductile, so it's easy to put it into a wire. Brittle would mean it snaps or breaks really easy, so like a piece of chalk is brittle. Okay, is it magnetic? What's its melting point, boiling point, and freezing point? And does it conduct electricity? Those are your physical properties for your element, and you're going to choose 5 of those to turn into superpowers for your villain or your superhero. So you should have 5 of these in this column filled out. Everything in this column should be filled out. Then on the back side, you're going to look at chemical properties. So reactivity, flammability, and toxicity. So does it react with other elements? Is it flammable or is it toxic? So you guys are going to choose one of those. It says 2 right here, but go ahead and change that to 1. Chemical property to include as a superhero, okay, or excuse me, superpower for your villain or your hero. And then finally, what's some other relevant information, like when was it discovered, who discovered it, where is it found in nature, like the Earth's crust, air, not like China, not geographically, but like where on the Earth do we find it. And then what are some compounds that are made from your element, fun fact 1 and fun fact 2, and then grab 1 or 2 of these to use as superpowers as well. Once you've filled out this worksheet, then you're going to go grab a blank template for your superhero. You're more than welcome to create your own, But on the top, you guys would put your name of your superhero. You guys would decorate your superhero up however you think he would look or she would look. And then around the outside, you're going to kind of display its superpowers based on its chemical and physical properties. At the bottom here, you're going to think up of a catchphrase for your superhero, like you think Superman, it's a bird, it's a plane, no, it's Superman, okay? So you guys can choose this guy. He's the guy with the khaki slacks on. He's our OG superhero. We've got OG Supergirl here. We've got Flaming Aladdin Pants dude. We've got old belt buckle boots girl with the flames. We've got electrical Aladdin Pants. We've got electrical business suit girl. We've got OG mask guy with the flaming hand. And we've got old OG superhero with the mask and the flaming fist for the girl. So those are all up front. You guys can choose one of those to do. An example might look like this. Okay, so we've got gold right here, Golden Audrey. I like how they use the AU, but I think you guys could probably think of a better name. Okay, then you guys will design her, color her. These are going to be hung in the hallway, so make sure you guys do a good job. And then around the outside, you're going to talk about the chemical and physical properties that you use to make up their superpowers. Okay, and then you can see what an example of a catchphrase might look like. Beware of my golden stare. I can turn bad guys into metal with my deadly glare. Okay, here's a villain. This is chlorine gaseous Gary, because Gary is pretty fierce. Okay, we got him all decorated up. Again, around the outside, instead of doing like this, you guys would do his superpowers or whatever the case is. And then his catchphrase is, I've been around the world since World War I, killing my foes with deadly gas just for fun. Okay, so you guys will design that up. Again, I'm going to hang these in the hallway, and then you guys will turn that in with your worksheet that you completed earlier. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. I hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.